exactly as we were expecting it. And now I will show you if this is just another fake out or if this is the real deal and we will move into higher levels. You should definitely not miss out on this episode, and you know the drill, guys. Let's go. Oh, wow. Again, the wrong screen. I don't know what's all the time up with this. But thank you so much for tuning in here, guys. Let me fix that really quickly. We jump directly into the charts here without any delay, if I pull up the right one. So here, you can see my Bitcoin trade, a new one that I have taken, is already completely exploding. And just something that I want to remind you, look here, the balance. I started with $50,000 a couple days ago. I just want to show it to you here on the past history. Look here. So this is 3 days ago. 3 days ago, I started with $50,000. I'm right now at $62,000, I think. Here, $60,261 in 3 days, guys. In 3 days, I made here over 20% on this account. I was up here over $5,000 earlier already. So, and Bitcoin is moving into the upside, just consolidating a little bit. And we're going to talk about Bitcoin here in just a moment while I'm fixing a little bit the camera. So, and now we are just briefly talking about the DXY. The DXY is keeping here, moving to the downside, which is of course really, really good for us. And we should of course not ignore that we have on, I think it's tomorrow. Let's quick check here. Fed calendar. I think tomorrow is CPI. No, sorry, not tomorrow. Tomorrow. Is that not on Wednesday? If it's not on Wednesday, it's on Friday. So let's see here. CPI data release date. So which one is the next one? Friday. On Friday, we have CPI coming out. So, and I expect that into Friday, the DXY will keep moving here into lower levels until Friday. Maybe only until Thursday night, and then we'll start turning around a little bit. But until then, the DXY should go down. So what will happen with Bitcoin? Of course, Bitcoin will move continuously here to the upside. But for this to be happening here, we need to close today above $110,252. And in the best case scenario, also reclaim this upward sloping trend line. So this would be the best bullish outcome today for Bitcoin here to attack higher levels and take out the high that we had up here, the swing high of $115,000 approximately. So now when we go here into the 4-hourly chart, also here you can see a clear reclaim of the 0.786 on the Fibonacci retracement levels here at $110,226. I'm fine, guys. I'm fine, guys. So if we keep moving above that level, then expect here that the next level that Bitcoin is going for is again the same that I just pointed out here, which, funny enough, has a fair value gap. There is an imbalance here that usually will get closed. So, and that fair value gap stops at what level? $115,000. I just want to move here the camera one more. Come on, just a little bit more over here, so that you can see me better when I, oh yeah, this is a nice angle, guys. Do you like this angle now? Let me know in the chat, guys. This looks way better than the angle that I had before. I should keep that, but I also need to keep here the time all the time. So on the MDX algo scalp gradients, also here, really, really good news. We got yesterday, or was it today? This was today. Today with the daily close from yesterday and daily open from today, we got here a buy tag on the MDX algo scalp gradients. We are printing now red candles. The first, yeah, here 3 red candles. So which is also really, really good. I had told you guys, I warned you. I said I expect here soon to see the gradients to flip here red, but if they do so, there are levels that we need to watch out for, and one of these levels is the 0.5 level, the $113,600 level, where we potentially could see a premature rejection if we are coming slowly into that level here. So, but if we keep going at the pace that we're going right now, I expect to hit this level in the next 2 days, so which would put us to Wednesday. During the course of Wednesday, potentially some sideways chop. Then Thursday, the last push into Friday. That could go as high as $116,000, and then I expect that we come here a little bit back down, because we have then basically whatever happens around CPI, we have priced it in and gonna get some volatility around this level. But first of all, congratulations also to all the people that took the trade with me all the way down here from $106,000. You are now a nice profit. You are up here almost 6%. On this trade setup, but we are not done here yet. The target remains $121,400. On the 30 minutes time frame, here we have also hit our target already that I had given you just yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yes, yesterday, where I said, hey, if we are starting here to come here into this area again, take a trade from there. So you could have also caught it here, or even here on that white line, you could have caught it, you know. So I gave you all these levels yesterday, and we smashed here straight into take profit today. Now we are consolidating to the downside, forming something like a bull flag, I would argue. Yeah, so here a small bull flag. Actually a big one. So let's be conservative. Let's be conservative here with the bull flag. So but this bull flag is trying to break out, could bring us where to? Exactly $113,800, which would take out here the sell side liquidity that's stacked up here. And if we would be able to flip this into support, then we would actually move to $115,000 here in the short term. So now I also want to talk quickly about downside targets. So, and a new trade setup that I have, of course, for you guys, because there is potentially a new trade coming, depending on where we go first. So let's say this bull flag gets invalidated, and we come back here into the bottom of that new trading range, because don't be mistaken here. Oh wait, this is just a normal arrow. This here is our new trading range. Here, this right now here is our new trading range where price is in, since we have broken here with that impulse move into that area. So if we are moving first to the downside, then the bottom of this range would be where I would be entering at $110,000 to the dollar, more or less. If we are breaking the bull flag, you can technically prematurely enter here to squeeze maybe, what is this, 1.5% more out of the trade, because the only way that you can take then the trade would be from here, and I would target $113,500. I'm not saying you need to completely close the trade there. What I rather would say is you set your stop loss to your entry when we approach $113,000, and you sit on that trade and wait and see what happens. You know, so if we break through it and go to $115,000, we will make more profit, of course. If we get rejected from there, you can still pull the trigger a little bit below that level and get out, you know, and run with the profit. So in the worst case, your stop loss is at your entry and you will not lose any money. That would be absolute worst case here in that specific scenario. So, but if you want to enter here based on this break of this bull flag, here in 5 minutes, we are closing this 30-minute candle, and the next candle will give you direction, and that could be potentially then the moment where you want to enter this. And while we are talking about this, guys, don't forget that we have here the private Telegram group where I send trades every other day from tomorrow, after tomorrow. Again, I did not completely decide yet. We're going to start the new $500 to $10,000 challenge. So, and just that you also see how my other account is doing. Let's see. I honestly did not look at this. I know I'm up. I know that I'm up, but I have no idea how much I'm up. Oh, okay. So there we are now, almost $5,000 up. Yeah, now it's $5,000. So, but of course, I'm gonna take everything out of that, leave only 500. You know, so I'm gonna start the challenge with you again together. If you want to be part of that challenge, guys, then sign up on Weex. First of all, you get a $30,000 bonus there, and just for signing up and deposit $500 to get access to this group here, you get immediately $800 credited into your account just for binding your email address, your phone, and downloading the app, plus depositing $500. You get $800 absolutely for free, guys. So go. You can also see that here. Go and check this out with the link in the description below and make use of that. And then the steps how you get access to the group is described in the description, guys. So here you see on the 4-hourly chart with the liquidations level, we got a break above the 50 moving average, which was really, really crucial for us that we get this and close also above this to get continuation into the 200 moving average. And again, I cannot make this up, guys. This is $114,800 right now, so almost $115,000. But once we're breaking here above 113,300, 113,800, we're gonna short squeeze with a wick above the 200 moving average. The question is, will that wick close above, the candle body close above here with that wick, or will we come down and the wick will stay up here and the candle body closes below and we start consolidating here a little bit down before we get then the push here into higher levels. So we have taken out some of the short liquidity that had built up that was yesterday above us, but of course not the rest of it, and also everything that's still up here. So you see here, I warned you about this after that big crash. I said, look here, we're gonna build massive liquidity above us because everybody thinks the bull run's over and it's not over, and see what happens. You know, see what happened here. There's so much liquidity above us right now to be taken out, and I also going to show that to you now in the liquidation heat map quickly. But first of all, I also want not to ignore that we have some over leveraged longs here that might get swept at some point if we are not breaking really quickly into higher levels here, and these over leveraged longs either take a little bit of profit or raise their stop losses. Now on the liquidation heat map, here you see the most area of interest is $113,800, exactly the level that I also just mentioned for a short squeeze when we tap into this, and it will start here from $112,400 approximately already. Here below us, $110,100, we could go down there for one quick sweep and then push back to the upside, and then once we are approaching $115,000, that's where things will get really, really interesting for us. Now, the next chart that I wanted to show you here is the monthly chart, again with the others chart against BTC, because every single time when the MACD got a crossover, I explained this last time, here a bullish crossover, we were going onto a massive run in altcoins. So look at this crazy retracement here. How much the bulls are stepping in here to defend this candle, and potentially in the last 11 days of this month, even turn this back into a green candle, you know, so that is still on the table. So, but that we are above already here a support level of 0.105 is already a strong sign here that we are not done. You know, we will keep going to the upside. The total free market cap is also back here above $1 trillion. I told you guys yesterday that this is going to happen here today. And we are trying to approach, we tried to approach 1.04, got now in the short term a little bit rejected there. But this can also still turn around. We have here still 12 hours before this candle is closing today. So I would be not surprised if we wick at least into that area here, and then by tomorrow break back into this, and either start consolidating or move a little bit above that and then consolidate around that area here before we then get also here a bigger push into a new all-time high on the total free market cap. Also on Bybit, guys, just want to show you, I have no idea how that trade is doing right now. Just want to show it to you. Okay, it's doing a little bit better again, but I round tripped, guys. I round tripped. I should have not round tripped. Look at this here. So I'm up here $1,146, $50, because Bitcoin is going up, so this is also going up now. But I was up $4,800 today, like 4 hours ago. So I round trip quite a bit. But my altcoin trades, most of them are still happening on Bybit, guys. So also sign up on Bybit. Where's my Bybit card? Get yourself a Bybit card. 10% cashback with that card, $30,000 sign-up bonuses with the link in the description below. And I also potentially gonna do soon again some copy trading on Bybit, so you should definitely also get an account there. So now Ethereum moving here to the upside as expected. I hope a lot of you guys were able to catch that trade here. We technically hit here the take profit level also already. So here that trade is done. So if you want a new trade, you need to wait now for a break of $4,100. And then for a short-term trade, I would go for $4,384 with a stop loss here below today's current candle. So, but I would gradually raise the, and actually tomorrow's kind of should be kind of around here. Yeah, most likely this will play out over tomorrow, where you're going to get that break above that line. So then 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio is what I would be targeting here to the upside. Look on the daily chart, everything looks super bullish. MACD about to turn here into a buy signal. RSI going up, stochastic just put in a buy signal, also flying here to the upside. So everything super bullish here. And also on the VPVR, the first bigger level of resistance above us is at $4,300. Then Solana also breaking here above resistance at $191. Remember, I said I took some profit here at $190. That's exactly what I did on my trade. So I got wigged out yesterday already. So that was really nice. But I want to say this again because I mentioned yesterday, you did not have to follow me on this. You know, again, I needed the money for some other stuff. That's why I had to do this. And I actually compounded it into this mental trade that I have running right now. Yeah, you would be nicely up from our call here from $176 all the way down here. Currently 6.5%. On the top side was 7.8%. And now you have to pay close attention when we approach this downward sloping trend line, if we can actually break that or not. So I would raise my stop loss to like $186 when we are getting closer to $195, and gradually keep raising that every $5 that we are moving up, because we could wick here above this and straight come back, you know. So, and you don't want to round trip then like me right now your profits, and want to make sure that you are taking here your money out in the most efficient way, and also put it back in the most efficient way. Not what I did, you know. So, but it happens sometimes. Sometimes you cannot help it that things like this just are happening. So then here, mantle. So the trade that I just spoke about. So here you see we hit $1.95. I should have taken the money there because we were close to my target of $2. But I was greedy, you know. So I was greedy and said, it will not go that low. You know, it will maybe stop at like $1.19, $1.88, and then that big candle here taught me that lesson that I should have taken the money. So, but right now for you, that's an opportunity, because you could enter here at a reclaim of $1.83 and just raise your stop loss here to these lows here. Stop loss at $1.79.8 approximately, so you could still here make 9% to the upside, because I still believe that in the next 2 days that we are going to touch that $2 level here. Especially when you look here on the 1 hourly chart, that the indicators are already about to turn around, and also on a daily chart, everything looks like that we are just warming up here for a bigger move past $2 actually. I see this going back into all-time highs here by the end of the month. Then Hype is another one that I'm still currently trading. I have no idea how this one is doing. Let me see. Am I up or not? Am I? No, I'm at a loss right now. So also, I'm not gonna hide this. Here, guys. Can I not just have? There. No, I cannot. Okay, yeah, I cannot show it to you, but I'm like $100 underwater there. So here, the same thing. If you want to play it safe, you watch this downward sloping trend line, because we got rejected now once from this already. So if you want to enter risk adverse here a little bit, which I'm not recommending right now based on the indicators, you would wait for the break of the trend line. But the safer spot to enter would be here within that golden ratio, here in that blue zone that I put here on the chart. That's where you want to enter this, in that area. And then you target here $51.56. 27% to the upside. And also this, I see end of the month that we are back up there. So if you want to make this more short-term trade, then just target here $44.64. There's a 10% move, and Hype can do that in a matter of a couple of days here. So if we would turn around to the downside, then the lowest that I can see here is like 37, 36, 72, but it doesn't look like it that we're gonna get that here in the short term. So I have one more trade, guys, for you, and then I actually have to go, and that is SNX. So SNX, massive run here again to the upside. I warned you just yesterday about this, that SNX is a crazy runner, you know. So, and that you need to pay attention when we are breaking here above $1.47. So also here, congratulations if some of you guys were able to catch that trade. So now if you want another SNX trade, if you want to get into this here before it makes another crazy impulse run to the upside, then there's only one way to do that. And that is if you wait for a break of $1.73 here with a stop loss below the previous candle on the low, maybe a little bit higher. Yeah, so there's your 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio, almost 16% to the upside. And here $1.64 would be your stop loss, but you need to wait. You need to wait until we break that level. And the 4-hourly chart is also not looking too bullish to accomplish that today. So, but here the daily chart tells you again, give it a couple of days and we will be above that and close to $2. Guys, I have to run again. I want to mention here, I really try to keep these streams short, you know, so and crisp here, and that's why I try to keep them between 12 and 15 minutes would be the best case scenario, but I'm again over 20. So just that you know, I need to learn to make it shorter for you guys, you know, because I know you love if it's not going over 20-30 minutes. But thank you so much for tuning in here once again, guys. I'm gonna see you again tomorrow. Don't forget, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and